how to clean your Bell Bullitt, or any helmet at that matter. Now the tips I'm going to show you today are going to focus on cleaning the Bell Bullits, but these are basics you can use pretty much for any helmet. So let's start off with what you'll need. You'll need your helmet, of course, a quarter, some sort of microfiber, and a helmet cleaning kit. I like to use the Molecule Helmet Care Kit, specifically the matte finish one. So first step, use the quarter, take apart your helmet to gently unscrew the pods. So why do I use a quarter, you may ask? Now I could use a flat head, but I find a quarter gives less chance of like slipping and scratching your helmet. Now remove the visor. And now let's remove the cheek pads. These just simply pop out. Now this next part is a little scary. It's gonna feel like you're gonna break it, but you're literally just gonna pull this liner right out. Just like so. And now you can see the top headliner has been removed. Now these were those little plastic tabs that went actually right around here between the EPS foam and the shell itself. Right there. EPS foam and shell. After I remove the cheek pads and headliner, I'm gonna go ahead and hand wash the cheek pads, the top headliner, using Nikwax Tech Wash. Now I like to use Nikwax Tech Wash for technical gear. It's not too harsh and can help revitalize most technical gear you have. So I've already done a video where you hand wash the cheek pads and headliner, and I'll put a link below. But to summarize that, just gently hand wash these, a little bit of this Nikwax Tech Wash, gently squeeze and wash, twist out any sort of like gross, grimy stuff that may be in there, and let it air dry. So I like to do this first, so while I'm cleaning the other parts of the helmet, the cheek pads and headliner can dry. So now, let's see what's in the box. A microfiber, but I like to use the other microfiber I have. It's just bigger. You get matte detailer. This is good for the outside of a helmet if it is a matte finish helmet. You also get visor cleaner. This is for the visor, obviously. You also get an anti-fog spray for the inside of the visor. And what else? Finally, yes, the helmet refresh. Think of it as like deodorant for your helmets. Just don't spray it in your arms. Now let me get into more detail with each of these sprays. Now the visor cleaner is also a rain repellent. So what does this do? It doesn't totally like repel rain. It just helps bead the water so that it can gently slip away. Now for the matte detailer. Now this is for the outside of the helmet. And can it be used on the visor? Yeah, kind of. But you're gonna use this to gently clean the outside of your matte helmet. Now for the anti-fog. So assuming you do not have a pin lock, this gives you a great option for helping, what I like to say, delay fogging. I never like to say it stops fogging, but this stuff helps. And finally, the helmet refresh. With this, you're gonna spray it inside your helmet and on the cheek pads and liner. Now let's clean the outside of the visor using the visor cleaner / rain repellent. So you're gonna want to hit the outside pretty liberally, trying to hit as much of the surface as you can, and then let it dry. So you want the rain repellent to dry so that it can do its job of repelling rain. So now that it's dry, I'm gonna give it a good wipe down using circular motions, not pushing too hard. Basically get the excess spray off the visor. Now I'm going to hit the inside of the visor, this time using the anti-fog cleaner. You're basically going to do what you did with the other spray. Spray liberally and thoroughly on the inside and wait for it to dry. And once again, like the rain repellent cleaner, you want this to dry so that the spray can do its job of providing anti-fog. So now while I'm waiting for that to dry, I like to go ahead and clean the outside of my helmet. So now let's pull out the matte cleaner and spray it lightly on the outside. Now once you do that, go ahead and give it a nice wipe down. Look at that. Just gently clean off the spray. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my visor. This seems pretty dry now. I don't know if you can see, but see how it has that kind of like a foggy, ghostly look there, or smudgy look? We're gonna wipe that off. So go ahead, use the same technique. You wanna do like circular motions. Don't push too harshly. And just gently wipe off the excess. Now it might take a few rounds to hit, but just take your time and slowly remove the excess. Let's see how well this anti-fog works. Oh wow, it's pretty good. There's nothing happening. Actually, it's working really, really well. I know I'm not wearing the helmet, so it's not in enclosed space. But generally, if I were to blow hot air on any visor, it would create some sort of condensation. But this thing's working, look. Nothing. Okay, now that that's done, and assuming you've let enough time pass to allow the cheek pads and headliner, if you have one, to dry, let's go ahead and hit it with a helmet refresh. So go ahead and grab your helmet, give it a few pumps with the helmet refresh inside. Ooh. Now, if you're wondering what this smells like, it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. Too deep of a whiff. Sorry. If you're wondering what this smells like, it's like a, it's like a clean, soapy smell. I mean, I wouldn't say like wear this as cologne and try to go on a date, but it does smell very fresh and it's not too overwhelming. So yeah, go ahead and hit the inside of your helmet and then do the same with the cheek pad and headliner. Just a few sprays, nothing too crazy. Yeah, it smells good. It smells fresh. Now let's go ahead and reinstall the cheek pads. Make sure you know which is right and left. And so what you're looking for with Bell Bullets, you're gonna listen for 3 snaps because there are 3 snaps here. The first thing I like to do, I like to first place the chin strap through. Go ahead and slide that through. Then go ahead and snap the 3 snaps. 1. Let's try number 2. Sometimes it's hard to see and I just basically feel for it with my thumb. Try to line that up with my other hand. I get that feeling the whole. Get your head out of the gutter. That's 2. And now the 3rd one. And one thing I will say, isn't it such a good feeling for those of you who install the cheek pads? It's a cool feeling when you hear that snap. All right, let's work on the second side. Once again, pull the chin strap through the cheek pad. 1, 2, 3. Next, I'll go ahead and just kind of give these a good tug to make sure there's no like excess, the chin straps that is. Now, if you have a headliner in the helmet you're working on, you're basically going to be doing the same thing. Feel for the snaps and look for the satisfying snap. So just real quick, let me just show you how to reinstall the headliner and the Bell Bullitt. So go ahead and reverse it in, find the center. This will be the center of the front. You're gonna make this right there in the center along, I don't know if you can see that. This black part is the EPS foam and the shell itself. Find the center of that, stick that sucker in, push it in gently, and just honestly, just follow through with the other tabs. Here's another tab. Over here, push that sucker in right over here. I know there's little things there, but you can feel it kind of, yep, it locked in. You hear that noise? It made a noise like a. So this side again, get that chin strap out of the way, follow the tabs. Once it's centered, I don't know if you can see these little thingies here, that's going to actually help latch on. There, felt it lock in there. It made a little noise, locked in. So now the front portion is locked in. See how it's all clean for the liner. Then you're going to reverse to the back. All right, you're gonna snap that right in. So you're gonna find this little nipple thingy, find the tab hole there, and there's another opposite one there for the second one, right over there. If you can see it, this thing here, and snap right in. So there it is. Boom. You hear that? Boom. And then feel the hole and boom. Look at that. Very nice. Now your headliner, top headliner, is in. Okay, now that that's done, let's reinstall the visor. So, as with most visors, generally when you're reinstalling them, you always start from an up position. So with this sucker here, feel that, just line it up like right so. Get the other side. You can kind of feel it lock into place. Like right now, if I were to try to shift it up and down, it wasn't moving. But if you look carefully here, this little like nipple thing is fitting inside the groove. I don't know if you can see that right there. See that right there? It's fitting in. Oh, there. You hear that snap? That means it's in place. There, that's right. So now that I hear and see that it's in place, let's grab the pod. So with this sucker, see how there's like a groove there on the top and this little hole thing at the bottom? If you notice, there's like a little nipple piece there. Can you see that right there? That right there, this thing right there, you are gonna line that with this right here, right above it. Let me see. Should be able to kind of feel it lock into place. it's caught on. So that's not going anywhere. So now that's caught on, so if I were to twist it, it's not really going anywhere. It's actually pulling the whole visor. Now that's locked into place. Grab the little screw thing here. Had to switch hands, but yeah. Now that's in place. Give it a little few twists. Hey! That's on. Now that it's gripped on, I'm gonna go ahead and take my quarter, give it a few turns. Actually, I'm gonna raise this before I lock it in place because I still gotta get the other side. Turn it and you'll feel in here. Ah, yeah, that's good. That is now in place. Let's go ahead and hit the other side. So same thing here. This is actually basically in place. It's within the groove, it's in the higher position. But what's most important is that you're looking for, like I said, this little, for you Bell Bullitt people, this little nipple thing right here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, that thing right there. That right there. Let's grab the pod. Find this little hole right here. Line it up with this. Just gonna slip that right in there. And then, yeah, there it goes. See how it's, if you look here, it's like, you can feel it locking into, there, wait. Line it up with that hole in there. So it's locked into here, and I see that that's lined up. Let me grab my screw thing. So I got the screw. Twist it in, twisting, feel like that's gripping, good. Feels like it's right. I'm giving it a little jiggle. Yeah, see how it's not really moving? Staying in place. Now that it is in place, let me grab my quarter and twist away. And you always want to do just hand tight. Yeah, that feels good. So now your visor for your Bell Bullitt is in place. So that's basically it, guys. If you want to get your hands on one of these, I'll leave a link below. And as a note, if you purchase one of these via my link, it really helps my channel out. Make sure you clean your helmet on a regular basis. Not only will it make your helmet last longer, it will help you keep safe, in particular with a clean visor. What about you? Do you have any suggestions or tips on how you clean your helmet? Let me know in the comments below. So if you like this video or any of my videos, make sure to like and subscribe and share. And if you really like my videos, you can super like them and even contribute a small donation. That helps me out and my channel out so I can continue to give you this great content. It really helps my channel out. If you can, check out this video or this video. That's about it, guys. Thanks again, and I'll see ya.